Hello there. So, what do you guys think? Are we going to go to a castle in Germany this stream? I'm honestly not sure yet if that location is going to be a thing at all, so we'll see. Still very curious. Yes, I've done all my Rosemaries. Yes. I know, I know. Well, I'm not surprised considering that, well, he's been invited there and seems like it would be relevant. So yeah, I do get that. But yeah, I don't know if it's going to be part of this game. We'll see. And yeah, apart from that, no big news that I know about, so I'll just start the game up. Okay, and restore. And restore. It seems way louder than usual. So, need to turn the volume down on my end. And why wouldn't I speak to you? That would be rather silly of me. I mean, not trying to say that I'm not silly, because, I mean, who am I kidding? But, well, I wouldn't do that.
The first page of
Hello, how you doing? So I think I've shown him pretty much everything. Can I show him the phone number?
I have this.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Alright, so still trying to figure out why this day doesn't seem to end.
Ciao, baby.
Can admit it, I haven't looked it up, so I still don't know. Still trying to figure it out. So, I'll see if there's anything I might find at the church. Like, can I look at the pews?
rows of pews line
No.
each side of the nave's aisle.
Can I go here? And yes, I am. Is that a problem? I think it's only my 5th stream? So.
May I help you, my child?
Not entirely sure.
Could you give me a blessing?
The priest blesses gift.
Peace be with you. Thank you, Father.
So, no comment about the guy who died in here like maybe an hour ago. Alright. So, couldn't find anything in that exact location. uh, I might need a hint. But for now, I'll try and see if I can figure it out. Yeah, the best way to figure some of these puzzles out seems to be random chance. I'm not that bad at just doing the correct stuff by accident. So. Maybe I need to ask his grandmother more stuff? Like, maybe there's just a conversation that I haven't
my love.
completed.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
Hello. How are you doing today?
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
So... Can I ask about all the relatives again?
Tell me something about Granddad.
Your granddad immigrated. He worked his way through school.
Okay, so that didn't
Tell me about my
change.
father.
Your father was my... Philip suffered from terrible nightmares.
Okay, that's still
Tell
the
me about
same.
my mother.
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when your father...
Do you know
I've told you all.
anyone?
I don't know what...
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a Schuttenjäger?
I don't know what else to tell you, dear.
Alright. And I'm guessing none of the other ones changed.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes? What kind of snakes, dear?
I don't know. Local kinds?
Well, we used to get cottonmouths in the park when I was a girl, but I haven't heard of one being sighted for years. Milk snakes and garter snakes are also around these parts, but they can't hurt you.
Thanks, Gran.
That was rather wholesome. Alright. Do I show her the phone number?
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
Sorry, no, Gabriel.
And I'll show her the
Does
letter
this mean
again.
anything to you, Gran?
No, dear. I'm afraid I don't speak a word of German.
Alright. Newspaper clipping.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
1810? Goodness, Gabriel, I'm not that old.
Whoopsies.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
Sorry, no, Gabriel.
So, anything else that she might know something about? Not really. Yeah, I'm not sure it's her.
Well, Gran, I better get
So,
going.
who else could it be?
All right, dear.
So, I think I've asked quite a few people about Shadowhunters. Yes, it is very cute. So, who could know something about them? Guessing she's not home.
Miss Getty?
Yep. Alright.
Mr. Knight, you're back. Oh, goody.
Do keep in mind she basically raised him, so he's treating her with respect, but for some reason that respect doesn't really extend past his grandmother. I don't know. Yeah. I'd say it's probably because he hasn't looked his name up in a dictionary. And I don't know why he hasn't. He has a German dictionary, but he's super obsessed with like 5 or
And
6
if I pick
different
your brain,
words in that dictionary.
Not if it will get you
None of
out
them are his
my
name.
office.
So, we'll try
Have
this
you ever
again.
heard of a Schottenjäger? I'm afraid I can't help you.
Nope. And
Can you tell me anything about this? No.
nope. I still don't know who it could be.
Okay,
Like, there's a
thanks.
chance
Oh,
that
do keep in touch.
someone in this area knows something. I just don't know who it is. You mean with your own name or with Gabriel's name?
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Does this mean anything to you?
I cannot say that it does.
Uh, what? You mean, why would he look up his own name in a dictionary? Or why would he look up the other person's name in a dictionary? Or why would people look up their own names? I'm confused. Anyways.
Does this mean anything to you?
I cannot say that it does.
Okay. Can I use the drums?
Even if that were for sale,
No.
Gabriel couldn't afford it.
Fine.
I'll be going.
Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
That's pretty fancy.
Hi. Uh-huh. Does this mean anything to you?
Probably not.
I don't know anything.
Yeah. Figured it wouldn't.
Does this mean it? I don't know.
Maybe I can show them to Grace? Still don't know what to do about this person.
Made it back, though.
The excitement of seeing.
So,
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
You can't tell me anything about the word Schottenjäger?
Nope, sorry, I don't speak German.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
And where's the letter? There it is.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
Phone number again?
Do you know anything?
Sure. I'm the one that gave that to you. Remember?
Yes. Alright. I mean, fair enough. Bracelet?
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
Okay. Pattern
Do
again?
you know anything about this?
I did research for you on that already, Gabriel.
Right, exactly.
Wow. So I'll check the recordings to try and find out where the secret temple thingy is.
In New Orleans. Oh man. Tell me what you know about.
I told you. I'm not gonna talk about that.
Tell me what you
Fair
know
enough.
about a secret voodoo hanfour in New Orleans.
I told you.
Tell me what you.
All right. There's this. This is.
Okay.
Control everything that happens on the street. I mean everything. Bought or sold. There's supposed to be this temple. What you said. A hound for. That's their headquarters. I heard people say it's underground. Somewhere in the French Quarter. I don't know where.
I don't know what that guy is doing here. So, yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Have you ever been there?
No. I've never been in it. I'm a nobody. But I saw them once.
Hey,
Okay.
are you okay?
The eyes.
I think I should go get a.
Yeah. And that's when he died. Alright. He didn't tell me exact address. And I haven't been able to talk to this guy, so yeah.
He's still there. I wish he'd move or something.
He hasn't moved an inch since he showed up.
So
That doesn't...
anything
Gabriel
else?
watches the man watching the shop. Gabriel.
Okay, so staring contest? Is that gonna do anything? I don't think so. Alright. Well, it was worth a try. Gotta take any of these
Gabriel
books?
does not want to work
No.
on... The old medical reference books are useless to Gabriel. Gabriel's life is a pulp novel. He doesn't need to... Gabriel finds those popular authors very mediocre. As though they would care. Gabriel isn't interested.
Okay. So it's none of those. Pretty sure... Oh... Well, it doesn't really translate that well, I'd say. As in, I wouldn't use my username in German.
See you later.
Have fun.
I mean, I can say it in German if you want me to. Well, that would be, like, Germany German. The second word is, like, very, very German. Not used in Austria at all. Yeah.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
Yeah, fair enough. In my case, it's pretty easy because, well, stuff I've only ever heard people on TV use is Germany German, and stuff I actually hear in my everyday life is Austrian German. So, yeah. And uh, I'd say they're kind of like the difference between British and American English. Of course, there's like separate dialects in both areas, so I'm just talking about like the overall groups of dialects. That sort of difference. So you can have people who technically speak the same language but won't be able to communicate that well. Yeah, the difference between German and Dutch is a lot bigger. So. But yeah, he couldn't tell me anything, so photograph, maybe?
Does this mean anything to you?
Can't say that it
No.
does.
That's Kai. Thanks the host. How you
Does
doing?
this mean anything to you?
No. Now beat it.
What about the letter? He just seems so
Does
talkative,
this
like,
mean anything to you?
can't help myself.
No. Now beat it.
Yes, I'd definitely say Dutch is a separate language from German. Whereas Austrian German and, well, German are separate versions of German. So. I mean, we might have some Dutch people in chat, who knows? So... Alright. You're offended by people saying that Dutch and German are similar? Or comparing them at all? Or because people think that Dutch people speak German?
Could I have a minute of your time?
What you need, boy?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks
Also an
ain't in
option.
no hurry.
Have you ever heard the word Schottenjäger?
I don't know what you talking about.
Well, I mean... I'd say they have similar roots, but in my experience, Dutch is more a mixture of languages, so... yeah. I'm not saying that it's just a mixture and not its own language, obviously, but I'd say it has influences from lots of different languages. So it doesn't just have influences from German. So, in my experience. Like, there's more French, I'd say, as part of Dutch, and, well, yeah, English. So, from my language skills, I'd say it takes way more French and English than German does. So. But I didn't study language or anything like that.
It's my favorite grandson. How nice.
I'll check the attic again. Just in case. I mean, maybe I missed something. It's very unlikely, but...
I'm going up the attic again.
Yeah, I'm somewhat stuck, but I'm trying to figure it out.
There's nothing I want in there.
Okay, nothing else there.
I think I'll leave that up here. I think.
Fine, he's gonna leave that up
Gabriel
here.
doesn't want to.
And anything else I can do with the clock? Nope, still nothing in there.
Gabriel doesn't want. Nothing happens. The clock.
Yeah, I feel like it shouldn't be that difficult to figure out what I'm missing.
Well, Gran.
Maybe Mosley.
All right, dear.
Or maybe this guy? Like, maybe he's heard of shadow hunters.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
So...
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Can't say that I have, but it sounds dirty.
Alright then.
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's in his office. Go on back. Has that beignet guy been by yet today? I'm starved.
I haven't seen him in a while. I don't think he's coming by here anymore.
Damn. You can't count on anything these days.
Can I bother you again?
Fine, so... I can't tell them that the guy's at the park now.
Hey. Knight, come on in.
So...
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
What's the status on the Voodoo Murders case?
I told you, it's closed.
How can I convince you?
You still prove there's a legitimate get me a lead.
Fine. So I still need to do both of those. That might take a bit. But yeah. And I can't really go and distract him, so...
Anything else new?
Just work. Sorry I don't have more time to chat, bud.
So... already shown him this. Have I shown him the mask?
I have this.
That doesn't...
He doesn't care. Alright. And the scale...
Mostly seen as
yeah. Bracelet. No. Tattoo. He's gonna look at it again.
I'm telling you, this snake tattoo is a secret membership symbol for the voodoo cult.
Well, it sounds like good copy anyway.
showing
Nope. And...
showing that
nope. So the only thing he's willing to look at again is the tattoo.
looking at the series of crosses, Gabriel can't help but to think that they have a pattern and a meaning he is not comprehending.
I'm still guessing it's just an alphabet. Don't know where to get it translated though. Like, did I miss my opportunity? I don't know.
Looking at the series of crosses, Gabriel can't help but to think that they have a pattern and a meaning he is not comprehending.
But yeah, I still think it's just symbols replacing letters. Which is probably one of the easiest ways to have some sort of code language thing. Just replace letters with other things. So, yeah. Thanks for follow. But yeah, I don't know where I'd get that decoded. Because I mean, I haven't really seen anyone who does this sort of thing in this game. Have I shown it to Grace? I think I've tried.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Ciao, baby.
Oh, maybe Getty knows what to do with it? I don't know. Haven't really been able to just talk to her that much. So, can't be sure. Alright, so which area am I missing stuff in for this day? Because I have to be missing something somewhere. Hello, how you doing? I mean, I don't think it's the crime scene. I don't think it's Grandma's house. Doing alright. Been rather busy, but, well, that's just the way it is. I don't think it's here. It's probably not the university. Not here. Probably not here or there. I think I'm done here too. The museum. Okay. Because otherwise I would have guess that it might be the cemetery, since I still can't really go in there. Into the
Hello,
tomb.
Dr. John.
Glad
Yeah.
you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Alright. Guess I'll show him this again.
Do you recognize this snake figure?
I haven't
How
really
curious.
done anything
Where did you find it?
Oh,
since
just
my previous
laying
save,
around.
so...
I would throw it away if I were you.
Why's that?
It looks like trouble to me, Mr. Knight.
Do you recognize...
How I would...
Why's that?
It looks like...
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course.
Snakes.
I'd really like to know more about your snake.
There is really nothing more to say, Mr. Knight.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Historical voodoo? Or the voodoo?
So you...
I neither know nor care to know, Mr. Knight. My own... So far, it has not...
Do you have anything else to say about New Orleans?
I have already given...
I'd really like to know more about...
There is really nothing...
What else can you tell me about Saint...
I am afraid...
What else can you tell... You're sure...
I am...
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
You have heard everything.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound four?
Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Knight.
You
Do
sure,
you know
though?
anything-
Okay.
Are you sure you can educate me further about animal masks?
Unfortunately, I do not know much about totem masks. The practice was more...
Okay.
Okay. Are you... Okay.
Fine.
Do you know anything about Veves?
I believe they have...
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Nope.
Do you know anything about Rada drums?
There are some against the wall.
You don't know anything about a drum code?
I do not...
Do you know...
There...
You don't...
Oh, that's still the same.
Tell me about...
What more?
Anything?
Just tell me...
I am originally from the West...
Really? What brought...
I was drawn here.
Okay.
Actually,
Then,
tell me more
Historical.
about his...
I've given...
No.
Tell me more.
Current.
There are many voodooians in New Orleans. They often do business selling gree-gree, telling fortunes, providing luck, and, occasionally, misfortune. Perhaps you would like to meet a voodooan. We refer those
Okay.
who seek a deeper experience with voodoo to a local practitioner, Magentia Moonbeam.
Sure. I'd love to meet her.
She lives on the corner of Orleans and Dauphine. I will call her and tell her you might stop by.
Great. Thanks.
Alright.
Tell me more about...
You have tapped my resources. My expertise is
Fine.
Are you...
quite
Okay.
Is there any-
not if your hoodoo is of interest to the...
Alright. Done here. So, time to go visit her. Maybe she can translate the stuff.
Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
Hello. Oh. Well. Didn't expect it to be that close to his shop.
Welcome,
They're
Seeker.
basically neighbors.
You must be the one Dr. John called me about.
I guess so. My name is...
Wait, Gabriel Knight?
You're too quick for me.
Okay. I don't think that
I
cage
think
is suitable
Dr.
for a
John
snake.
told me. You have come to the right place, Mr. Knight. Tell me how I can help.
Okay. I've got this thing.
Do these symbols mean anything to you?
Oh, the voodoo code. It is very secret, yes. I studied it with my mentor, the great Queen Tabitha.
Really? Great. Can you tell me what it says?
Let's see. Well, some of it is nonsense, I'm afraid. Whoever wrote this wasn't very good.
That's all right. Just tell me what it says.
It starts with a D and a J, and then... Okay, this part makes sense. It says, conclave tonight, bring... Oh, then there's more nonsense. F-W-E-T-K-A-S-H. Well, that last bit might mean cash. Fresh cash? It doesn't make much sense.
That's okay, thanks.
Okay.
DJ Conclave. K-A-S-H. It's a start.
I'm happy I could help.
Alright. Did he actually write that down now? Alright. Yep, called it. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what this is about.
Does this mean anything to you?
These are magic symbols. Deep magic.
Really? Have you seen them before?
No?
Then how do you know they're magic symbols?
Because they look
Seeker,
magic.
my eyes are unveiled to see truly that which is in front of me.
Uh-huh. Thanks. Tons.
Great. So, this article?
Does this mean anything to you?
I can be of no help to you, Seeker.
Well, true that.
Does this mean anything to you?
I can be of no help to you, Seeker.
Does this mean it?
It's...
What?
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
No, but if you know where I can buy one...
Sorry. It'll be rather hard to find one these days.
Oh.
Great.
Well, so be it.
So she just wants one as an accessory.
Does this mean anything?
It's beautiful. I love it.
I skipped it last time, so that's why I'm
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
redoing it.
No, but if you know where I can buy one...
Sorry. It'll be rather hard to find one these days.
Oh. Well, so be it.
Maybe I can sell her this one.
Since Magenta has a snake, it might be the best not to discuss the snake scales with her.
Why not? Alright. Look, I've got a
Does
mask.
this mean anything to you?
Yes, but we don't use those anymore.
So that's just old-fashioned, I guess.
Does this mean anything to you?
I can be of no help to you.
And the letter.
Does this mean any?
I can be of no...
Nope. And the crime scene photo.
Could you look at this and tell me if you recognize anything about it?
That's from those voodoo murders, isn't it? That has nothing to do with me.
Okay. So... she sounds rather reluctant to tell me anything about those. So...
Could I ask you a few questions?
we'll see how that's gonna go.
Of course, Seeker.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
My practice is mainly selling charms and potions with magic power, such as gree-gree and voodoo oils. You know, everything from unrequited love to wandering spouses to winning a lawsuit. But my spells and charms are powerful, and they work.
If you
What
say
can you
so.
tell me about voodoo?
Much of a voodoo yen's work is protecting her clients from the spell of others. I make special protective gree to be worn in secret. They keep evil spells from working against my clients.
So she sells the spells and then sells the protection against the spells? Did I get that right?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
The recipes for voodoo charms have been handed down from master to apprentice for centuries.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I have told you all it is proper for you to know, Monsieur Knight.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Why, that has nothing to do with me and my clientele. But I can tell you that you should stay as far from it as possible. There is badness there. Very bad.
Oh, murder is bad?
So you
Wow.
don't think the voodoo aspects of the case are fake?
Fake?
Learning
Let
life
me tell
lessons
you,
here.
it's fake. If I get information through the grapevine and make use of it, is that fake? No. That is part of a voodoo yen's power. If people don't believe, there is not much I can do. But if they do believe, that is a part of my power too.
What?
But there are things, monsieur. Things not even a little bit fake, I can tell you. Believe it or not, but stay away from it.
What do you mean? Do you know something about the case?
I work hard on fine-tuning my spiritual antenna, Monsieur Knight. And I get a clear signal from that direction. Beware.
What do you mean? Do you know...
I work hard.
Okay.
What can you tell me about New
Beware.
Orleans?
New Orleans is the center of voodoo practice in the United States.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
It is a fascinating city with many dark secrets.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
It is my favorite place in the world.
Not sure she's been to many other places
What
there.
can you tell me about New Orleans?
It is my favorite...
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes? You mean like my beloved Grimwald? She's a python, you know. Quite deadly in the wrong hands. I was trained by one of the great voodoo queens to learn how to hypnotize and handle snakes.
Sure.
Tell me more about snakes.
Oh, I wouldn't want to give away my trade secrets.
Hypnotizing snakes is totally a thing.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? It is the greatest night of the voodoo year. There is always a traditional conclave on St. John's Eve. Most of our voodoo churches these days hold functions in the church hall. But in the old days, they had ceremonies out in the wild, and they wore animal masks and had a huge bonfire and dancing. I used to go when I was an apprentice. Sometimes in the swamp, you know. Bayou St. John. Sometimes at the lake, Lake Pontchartrain.
Okay.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
Special ceremonies are performed, and the lower come to ride the faithful.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
There is no night more powerful to voodoo magic.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
There is no...
Do you have any idea what Caprice sans cœur means?
No. No, I don't.
Fair enough.
Do you have any idea what Caprice sans cœur means?
No. No, I don't.
You sure,
Yeah.
though? Fine.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Oh, yes. She was the first of the great voodoo queens.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
She ruled voodoo in New Orleans for 100 years, they say.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
I'm sure a historian could help you with that, if you want to know more.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo Hanfour?
There are many voodoo churches in New Orleans, no?
Yes, but have you heard of a secret voodoo Hanfour?
Wherever did you hear such a ridiculous story? There is no such thing.
She sounds slightly nervous.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo Hanfour?
I told you, I don't think that's worth discussing.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo Hanfour?
I told you, I don't think that's worth discussing.
Do you know
Fine.
Tell me about the animal masks.
I saw them used once or twice when I was younger, but you don't see them much anymore. They are too close.
Too close to what?
Just bad karma.
What?
Tell me about the
I don't know what else to say about that.
Okay then.
Do you know anything about Veves?
I don't know anything about that.
Have you ever heard the word Schottenjäger?
I don't know anything about that.
Do you know anything about Rada drums?
I don't know anything about that.
Tell me about yourself.
Yes? What would you like to hear?
How'd you get into this business?
I trained in the voodoo arts for many years with the great Queen Tabitha.
Really? Who's she?
You have never heard of her? For shame! I can see you know little of the world of magic.
I'm beginning to get that impression, yes. What kind of people come to see you?
Seekers after the truth, such as yourself.
Do you do anything else?
I am a voodoo yen, and that is plenty. It takes much spiritual effort.
Okay.
How many voodoo yens are there?
No one knows exactly. Many practice in secret. There are probably hundreds. But of course the level and the power of the voodoo yens differ greatly, depending on their training and natural gifts.
Tell me anything at all.
I haven't always lived in New Orleans. I came here from Kansas as a young woman.
Tell me anything at all.
I began studying voodoo more than 20 years ago. I am well versed in the magical art.
Tell me anything at all.
Many non-believers come to me. They are usually believers when they leave.
Tell me anything at all.
Dr. John sends me many seekers such as yourself.
Tell me anything.
I am happy here with my clientele and my snake.
That's an interesting
Tell
sentence.
me anything at all.
I haven't always lived in New Orleans. I came here from Kansas as a young woman.
Fine.
I can't think of anything.
Very well.
About Grimwald.
What about her?
Where'd you get Grimwald?
She belonged to a traveling reptile show. She was being terribly mistreated, so I offered to buy her. She's named after a spirit guide I had once. The spirit Grimwald was a very powerful female snake priestess in Egyptian times.
Grimwald doesn't sound Egyptian.
I only know what the spirits tell me. Monsieur, I am sure they know better than we.
Long story. Basically, there's been a bunch of murders, and there's possibly a secret cult responsible for them.
How'd you learn to handle Grimwald?
I told you a great voodoo queen taught me. She learned from Marie Laveau herself.
Ah, fascinating.
And the police gave up investigating it, and that leaves this author guy who apparently has German ancestors who may or may not want him to move back to Germany to try and figure out this murder case. Yeah, don't question it.
Would you consider giving me one of Grimwald's scales?
No, I couldn't do that. You might do some gree-gree of your own, no? One must be very careful with such things. Hair clippings, nail parings, and snake scale.
Oh, and he's voiced by Tim Curry. And Mark Hamill is in this game too. And a couple of other famous people whose names I can't remember. So.
Are you sure you wouldn't consider giving me one of Grimwald's scales?
I told you I couldn't do that.
But why not?
Are you sure you wouldn't consider giving...
Fine.
How about showing me how you handle Grimwald?
Really? You would like to see me dance, perhaps?
That would be swell.
I won't make you wait, Monsieur Knight.
Yeah, exactly.
No matter what you see.
I'm actually wearing my other Rocky Horror Picture Show t-shirt. Well, the other one is the Rocky Horror Show t-shirt. This is the Rocky Horror Picture Show t-shirt. Yeah. Okay. Great dance. Beautiful.
They are truly inspiring, isn't it?
Yes.
That's certainly one word for it.
Very
Could I
inspiring.
ask you a few more questions?
Certainly.
About Grimwald.
What about her?
Tell me anything at all.
Well, you have to be careful when handling a snake. They're more delicate than they look.
I'll bet.
Yeah, probably. Considering I can
Tell me
ask her to dance
anything at
again.
all.
Many people are afraid
Yeah.
of snakes. Isn't that silly?
Totally. Tell me anything at all.
Snakes shed their
Well-
skins from time to time. You have to be especially
It says,
careful of them when they're shedding.
don't dream
I'll
it,
keep it in
be
mind.
it. So, yeah. And, well, you can guess who the guy in the middle is.
Are you sure you wouldn't consider...
I told you I couldn't do that.
So.
Tell me anything at all.
Grimwald is very responsive to vibration. She doesn't recognize her name, but if I stomp 3 times, she looks right at me.
Might just be because you stomped 3 times.
Tell me anything at all.
Well, you have to be careful when handling a snake.
Okay.
How about...
It is inspiring.
Okay, so can I do anything while she's
shall again
dancing?
You said...
Nope. 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 Still nothing. There. Now I can do stuff. So... what would I want to do? Get shed
Gabriel
skin?
figures that many men have picked up things in Magenta's parlor, but he'd rather not.
Okay. Nope. Yeah, it does look like
They are
shed
truly
skin.
inspiring, isn't it?
So,
That's certainly one word for it.
as far as I know, shed skin would be the only way to get a snake's scale. Otherwise, you'd be skinning it. Which... pretty sure the snake wouldn't survive that. Or it would at least have, like, a major wound. So... yeah, how about not doing that? Poor snake. Can I fix it up there?
Magenta's snakes looks a little sickly, but Gabriel would still rather not my gent.
Why does her snake look sickly? So.
Could I ask?
Certain.
But yeah, the fact that she's
Uh,
turning
What
her
about her?
back while dancing means there's something
How
I'm
about-
supposed to do while that's happening.
I shall
Especially the
again
fact that I
amaze
can
you.
ask
You
her to
certainly
do it
will.
again. So. What do I want to do? I mean, might as well save here. That way I can just retry again. So. There. Now I can finally do it.
Gabriel grabbed the dead snake skin while my
The
gent is
entire thing.
otherwise occupied.
She's not gonna notice. Ah.
They are truly inspiring, isn't it?
Yes.
That's certainly one word for it.
So very inspiring.
Could I ask you a few more?
Certainly. What about her?
Okay. So,
Nothing, no.
that was
Alright.
it. That was the only thing I was supposed to do while
Give
she
me
was
an
dancing.
example of a gris
Now I know.
gris.
All right. Here's an old one. Take a lodestone and some brimstone to a crossroads at midnight. Light the brimstone with a match, and a spirit will come and give you advice in gambling.
What? What?
Give me an example of a gris gris.
Here's an old hoodoo Dr. Gree-Gree. Place a dime under your client's tongue, and if the client is under a spell of any kind, the dime will turn black.
Okay. How about you don't put money anywhere near your mouth? That stuff
Give
is
me an example of a gris
covered in all
gris.
sorts of things.
To send someone away, take a rotten egg and write that person's name on it 9 times. You can also write on it where you want to send that person to. Take it and throw it against his door at midnight.
Well, yeah, if you throw a rotten egg against someone's door and the shell has their name on it, that might indeed get them to move away. It seems like the sort of thing you wouldn't want to happen twice.
Give me an example of a gris gris.
Here's a nasty one. To kill someone, get a sock or a shoe that belongs to that person. Put graveyard dirt in it and bury it under their front steps.
Does that work?
I don't know. I never tried it.
Give me an example of a gris gris.
To ensure the safety of your child, cut a lock of its hair while it is still a baby and keep it with you. The child must have all its hair before it can die.
These are interesting.
They're very old. The Gree-Gree that I prepare is much more powerful, I can assure you, but I don't give out those secrets.
Does that mean that if a child has a haircut ever, it's then immortal? 'Cause, well, pretty sure you aren't going to keep all the hair that the hairdresser cut off. So you'd probably never be able to find it again. Well,
Give me an example of a gris gris.
All right.
all children are immortal now.
Take a lodestone and some brimstone to a crossroads at midnight.
Okay.
Light.
So what was the
Give me an
one?
ex-
Here's an old...
Give me.
To send someone away.
That
give me an
one.
Here's a nasty one. To kill someone, get a sock or a shoe that belongs to that person. Put graveyard dirt in it and bury it under their front steps.
What if they
Does
don't
that
have front
work?
steps?
I don't know.
Well.
Please remain seated within the protective circle. There are spiritual currents in this room that I can't always control.
Thanks for the warning.
I'm trying to leave, though. And what protective circle? There is no circle that I can see.
Well, I guess I'll be gone now.
The only vice is the absence of love.
I've heard that. Bye now.
It's getting late.
Yay!
Gabriel decides to go
Finally.
home for the day.
And yes, if they don't have front steps, or if you can't bury anything under their front steps because it's concrete, like the area around Gabriel's front steps, thanks for the sub. Anyways, apparently you can't kill Gabriel that way.
Hello?
It's me. I can't sleep.
Me neither.
Can I?
Yes. Come.
Alright then. I guess he's actually leaving his house at night. For once. So I'm gonna break in. We'll see. So. Yes, day 5. And she's gonna notice that he isn't even home. And that guy's back.
Are you okay, Gabriel?
Sure. Great. Why?
Someone didn't get sleep.
If I were any better, Grace, I'd be dead. Now, what's up?
We got that book you ordered in this morning. The one on Rada drums.
Really? Great.
Yeah, I did find something. I checked the microfiche at the public library. I found an article about a murder in 1810. The newspaper published a part of a pattern found around the body. It looks damn close.
You're incredible. All that work.
Forget it. We got that book you ordered in this morning. The one on Rada drums.
Really? Great.
You got another package this morning. FedEx from Germany.
That
I
was quick.
expecting that. Where is it?
Well, it kind of came open, but I salvaged the contents. There was a letter from your great-uncle Wolfgang in a journal.
The package just came open, huh? How'd you like the journal?
Someone has to look after you. You're in trouble. In case you don't know it.
Yeah, you've been reading my horoscope again, haven't you, Grace?
Just read the journal carefully, Gabriel. Please.
Well,
I got it.
who's calling now?
St. George's books. Oh, Professor Hartridge, I'm glad you called. Did you...
Was he expecting someone else?
Wait, slow down. The Aigris? Really? You think that's them? The wheel within a wheel? A goon badagri, huh? Well, that does sound like it. Dambala, the snake. That's the wavy pattern at the bottom, okay. The 1791 slave revolt in Santo Domingo. Well, why would the Veve show up there? Okay. 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 Look, I'll come over as soon as I can. Okay. Relax, Professor.
Okay.
I'm excited too, but you're gonna give yourself a heart attack. Okay. Thanks.
Oh, someone's excited.
I wish you'd tell me what's going on. I swear you're gonna step into a hole you may never get out of.
Don't look so worried. No one knows what I'm doing. I'm perfectly safe. And I'm getting some great stuff for the book. Besides, there's something about all this. My dreams.
What about your dreams?
Nothing. I'll be careful, I promise.
Okay. Wow. My dreams! Nothing about my dreams. Why are you asking?
Picayune, dated June 22nd, 1993. Disgusted with the state of the voodoo murder case, Gabriel turns right to his horoscope. The shadow upon you is no longer reversible.
Wonderful.
Alright.
My kidney's already floating, thanks.
Fine. Alright. Letter. That's the one. So, read. Letter.
Wolfgang's letter says,
Dear Gabriel, please read the enclosed journal carefully. It might help you understand your family's special obligations and our current predicament. God be with you, Uncle Wolfgang.
Okay. Interesting.
the book contains several pages of radar drum code.
Alright. I'll just keep that in mind. Or, well, in mind, which is my phone. But yes, I will save. Seems like stuff might go wrong pretty soon, so. Okay, is this the journal?
Gabriel reads through the pages Wolfgang marked. He reads of Gunter Ritter's journey to Charleston as witch hunter, hired by the townsmen to solve a series of
How can you suddenly
murders.
read German?
He reads about Gunter's meeting with a beautiful slave woman, Tetelo, and of Gunter's tormenting urges for her.
Oh, bastard.
He reads of their physical union and passion, and of Gunter's investigation.
Gunter is a German name.
The victims
Why is that guy suddenly writing in
German?
German? In English instead of German.
Africa, it seemed. The
Whatever.
second to the last entry described Gunter's plan to set a trap for the coven committing the murders. He found the name of one of the surviving members of the crew, a man now living in the West Indies. Gunter has spread a false rumor that the man is returning to Charleston. He himself will impersonate a sailor and allow himself to fall into the hands of the coven. Naturally, Gunter has arranged for able-bodied assistants to follow and attack the coven before they can do him harm.
Halsey's son of a bitch, wasn't he?
Gabriel turns to the final entry of the journal.
Okay. Dear Father, I offer these final words as apology for the harm done to our sacred office. The woman I wrote of was the witch I sought. I've committed terrible crimes. I loved this witch, then betrayed her, and then used our sacred family power to free her and aid her in destroying this colony. The talisman is gone. She took it. I can but pray for thy forgiveness, for thy swift recovery of the talisman, and that my punishment in hell will be long and bitter. Thy undeserving son, Gunther. Alright then. And yes, it is.
Gabriel reads through the pages Wolfgang marked. He reads of Gunter Ritter's journey to Charleston as witch hunter, hired by the townsmen to solve a series of ritualistic murders. He reads about Gunter's meeting with a beautiful slave woman, Tetelo.
Oh, bastard.
He reads of their physical. The second to the last entry described Gunter's plan to set a trap for the coven committing the... Gunter has spread a false rumor that the man is... Naturally, Gunter has a...
Halsey, son of a...
Gabriel...
Yeah. Alright then. And time to look at the snake skin.
It's the shed skin from Moonbeam's snake.
Okay.
Gabriel is carrying a scale he found near the crime scene.
Well, not quite sure what to do with the shed skin. So, can I call the guy again? Or is it still too expensive for him? Okay, fine.
I can't afford to call Germany again till I've figured more of this out.
I mean, I'm still impressed that that package was delivered within 24 hours from Germany to the US.
I'm going out.
Uh-huh.
Because, I mean, by plane alone, the travel time would be half of that time. Not including, like, sorting and all that stuff. So, I'm impressed. Yeah, the flights take over 10 hours.
Hey, Hot Ridge, what's the good
So.
word? Hot Ridge?
What?
Ah.
What?
Oh, God, not
What?
again.
What? Is he dead? Yep, he's dead. Alright.
Something about Hartridge's death mask reminds Gabriel of the way Crash checked out. Not a pretty ending.
Yeah, he is a bit blue, indeed.
That would be up to the coroner.
Alright, so he doesn't have a snake tattoo on his chest. Fair enough. Do I open his mouth? Nope. Do I look at anything in particular? Fine. Anything on the desk?
Dr. Hartridge's desk is remarkably neat, especially considering the rest of the room. On the desk is a sheet of paper with some scribbled notes. It looks recent.
Can I take that piece of paper?
These notes look interesting.
Yep. Alright. Just don't
Gabriel's
mind me.
Seen enough old books to last a lifetime.
Nah. He just ordered another one, so... He hasn't.
Hartridge's notes are scribbled on notepad paper.
A Greece tribe? People's Republic of... that place? That thing? Okay, whatever. Bunch of things. Alright. And, like, no. Obviously he's not gonna use gloves or anything. He's an author. And the police already decided that this entire murder investigation was useless.
Before leaving the university, Gabriel notifies
Oh.
campus security about Hartridge's body.
How generous of him. Okay, and he's gone, and I can still do whatever I want in here.
It looks
Lovely.
heavy.
Poor
Gabriel
fishies.
doesn't want to upset the fish.
Can I look at the fish?
Exotic fish lend even more color to the cluttered office.
Yeah. Found a dead body, but, like, just leave the office open. It's fine. I don't think that guy was in here before. Don't remember that guy being right here. And he's just staring. Lovely. Okay. That is slightly unsettling.
It's you, God help me.
So.
Take a look at these notes. They're from Professor Hartridge at Tulane University.
Yeah? And what about them?
They confirm that the pattern from the murders is of African origin.
Really? It's incredible, isn't it? Something like that showing up here?
It's been here for quite some time, so it seems.
I'm impressed. Okay, you've convinced me. The murders were done by a legitimate voodoo cult.
Okay. Now I still need to get him a lead on the cult, because that's not his job for
You're
reasons.
Right. Ask away.
So.
There's been another murder. A professor at Tulane.
Oh, Christ, you're not gonna start this again.
Just listen. This guy's name is Hartridge. He was a professor in African studies at Tulane. Yesterday, I went to see him about the voodoo murders case.
And the day before that.
Search for me. He calls me up this morning, tells me he's onto something big. And when I get over there, the guy's dead.
You know, you're really getting your ass in a sling over this thing, Knight.
It's not about me. Look, Hartridge's death looked just like Crash's. I'm telling you, they were both murdered.
Oh, he didn't actually see him die.
Did either Crash or this new guy have their hearts ripped out?
No.
Then there's nothing to link either to the voodoo murders, M.O. Besides that, the case is closed, Knight. If the coroner's report asks for a homicide investigation on either of these guys, fine. But it's not going to be related to the voodoo murders case unless we find damn good reason to do so.
But I'm the link to the voodoo murders case, don't you see?
Look, if I were you, I wouldn't repeat that to anyone. If I weren't an old friend of yours, I might take you seriously and lock you up. As it is, maybe you should start keeping your mouth shut. Not involve other people with this shit if you think it's so dangerous.
Yeah, I could talk to him about it some more.
Dumbala.
You mean gumbo?
No, I mean Dumbala.
Never heard of it.
Does the name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
Say what?
Ogun Badagri. It's a voodoo loa.
Speak English or shut up, Knight.
Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you. Guess I'll take that as a no.
Seems like it, yes.
How can I convince you to reopen the case?
You still need to give me a lead on the cult.
Alright. I mean, all the people I could have asked seem to be dying off, but, well.
Well, I'll be seeing you
later, Knight.
Wait, they're morphing into one person now. 'Cause, yeah. Mark. Yes. That would be the name. Unless they're somehow morphing into one person,
That doesn't seem to work that way.
Well.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
Does Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
Hell no.
Have you ever
Fair
heard
enough.
of Damballa?
No, sounds foreign or something.
Gee, thanks. Alright, well. Basically, my main lead has just been murdered, so. Yeah, that's kind of inconvenient.
A sign on the front door of Magentia's home.
Dang it.
Attending a channeling seminar until
She's gone. I think we're in June, aren't we? I'll check the horoscope again. Well, the newspaper.
I knew you'd miss.
Oh,
Yeah, June. So.
Wonderful.
Yeah, not gonna see her again.
I'm going out.
see ya.
So. Guess I'll ask this guy again.
Why is it so
And he's
dark in
gone.
here? Dr. John? Hello? Uh-oh.
See a snake. Oh no, a snake. A snake. I feel like this snake is more powerful than it should be. Alright. I'll save, I guess? And then try and fight it off. Well, it's not eating me yet. It's trying to strangle me. And, like, reasonably shouldn't be suffocating just yet.
That would not help to get the python off of Gabriel.
Okay. So... I've got a giant crocodile mask.
That would not
No. Fire?
Eve.
Nope. He's
I
dead.
really don't want to be dead. Can we try that again?
Nice. Okay. Shush. And let's see.
That would not. That would not.
I don't think I have anything to get the python off of him. Yes, it was the first one. So maybe I should just not go there? Yeah. Yeah, there's probably nothing in here that can use. I don't know. So, what would get the python off of him? Fine. Shush game. Look at it.
Gabriel is currently bonding with the museum's python.
Alright. Bonding. I don't think so. Yes, I get it. So, maybe that statue right here?
There's no time for that. That would. There's
No?
no time.
No time for anything. What's this?
There's no time.
Fine. I guess I'll just restore this save. Why? Why? Just why? Alright. Saving settings is very much overrated, apparently.
You've already got
Times picker.
one.
Okay. Have I talked to her yet?
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Have you ever heard of Dumbala?
Ooh, no. Makes my skin crawl, though.
Does Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
No. Sorry.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Gabriel rather likes the...
Fine. Yes, don't move the front door, use the front door.
See you later.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't think I've done that yet. So, I'll go back here.
Lucy.
Oh.
So, read this again.
Gabriel.
Oh. Olsey.
He
Okay.
Oh,
There's that. And there.
The book.
And
Wolfgang.
there. Alright.
Those two objects. Those two objects.
I'm going out.
Don't hurry back on my account.
So, let's see. Is he still dead?
Hey, Hot Ridge, what's the good word? Hot Ridge? Ah! Oh, God, not again.
Something about...
There's that, and I'll get that piece of paper.
These notes look interesting.
And leaving again. And then heading to the police station.
Before leaving the...
And then saving. But yeah, he's just staring inside.
Mostly my man.
Knight, I had a feeling you'd show up.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Does the name
Say,
Ogun?
speak English or shut up.
Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you.
Okay.
Have you ever heard?
You
No.
need to know.
There's been another murder.
It's not. Then there, but
Alright,
How can I
reopen.
prove the.
And anything else?
What do you know about
The case.
Fine. So, I'll show him the notes again. Oh look, notes.
Take a look at these.
There. And leaving.
Well,
We still need to find a lead.
Later,
somehow.
Knight.
So. I don't know. I'll just replace that save. Because that way I have as much time as I possibly can. And see if I can fix the snake situation.
Why is it so dark in here? Dr. John? Hello? Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay, now I can do things. Turn off the light.
Gabriel cannot
Or
take
turn
that.
on the light. Push the light switch.
Why move?
No. Leave.
There's no time.
Leave?
There's no time for that.
No. Well, he doesn't have one. So what about that place? Not getting ambushed here. Yet.
Hi. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Does any of this look familiar to you?
No, sir. I never saw anything like that before. Looks like a foreign language.
So... this place still looks the same. Just checking if anything has changed in the park. Nothing yet. Well, I mean, apart from the architect guy being gone, but... well, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. So... this place...
Could I ask you a few questions?
do you know anything about
Do
snakes?
you know anything about snakes?
What about him?
Oh, just anything.
Man, you ask the weirdest questions. I don't know anything about snakes.
Alright. Good talk. I don't know either. But I'm pretty sure that if you... well, if a snake was trying to strangle a human, it would have to go for the chest, not just the neck. But I could be wrong. So... I had to go over to this guy when he was still there, which he isn't, and ask him about, I think it was current voodoo? So. Oh, cutting off blood flow. Alright, well. Not sure that would work that well. If you just constrict the neck. I mean, I guess maybe, but... well...
It's my favorite grandson. How nice.
Your only grandson, but nice try, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
So, does she know
Does this mean
anything?
anything to you, Gran?
Sorry, no, Gabriel.
Okay. No reason, just
Well, Gran, I better
figured
get
I'd
going.
ask.
All right, dear.
A sign on the
Yeah, that's closed. She's probably still gone.
There's no answer.
Yep. And... is she home now? Well, is she available now?
Ms. Getty is
Fine. Guess not. Kinda wondering if I could have figured out her phone number by the button sounds when he was calling her.
Why is it so dark in here? Dr. John? Hello? Uh-oh.
Okay. But I'm also pretty sure that the snake would bite, not just wrap itself. I don't see where it would be biting him. So...
that would not have. That would not.
oh. Okay. Use the light switch. Oh. Wait.
You bastard!
Wait. What? What?
Good day.
Why did that work?
That thing just tried to kill me.
He did? I am sorry. The museum is closed today, you see, and we were not expecting visitors. But if you will excuse me, Mr. Knight, I must go look for him. He is incredibly valuable.
You don't need to ask twice. I'm out of here. By the way, you might want to lock your door next time you're closed.
Not a bad idea. Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
Wow. Okay.
Posted on the door of the museum is a sign saying, "Closed today only." This time the door is actually locked.
Fine. So... now what? I mean, I don't know. Seems like it, yeah. Because I didn't get any points, so... I don't know. Yeah, I still don't know where to get that key, so... Probably not something I can do right now. It doesn't look like anything has changed over here. That is one of the reasons I'm just wandering around, because stuff changes. And there's no real way of knowing that unless you wander around a bunch all the time. So, yeah. Might seem like I'm wandering aimlessly, which, I mean, fair enough, because I am. But there's a reason for it. Yes, I am.
Mostly my man.
It's you, God help me.
So... I'm guessing it's still not gonna count. Or is it?
I'm telling you, this snake tat...
Well, it sounds...
Fine. Not gonna work. The skin? Maybe?
I have this.
That
No.
doesn't...
The book?
I have this.
That doesn't...
No. The... translated stuff, if I can find it. There it is. Yeah. So, this...
The voodoo code is not translating into anything for Mosley. There's no point in showing it to him again.
Hello, how you doing? And yes, they do have some pretty nice backgrounds in this game. This book?
I have...
Nope. This letter? No.
I have...
Of course he doesn't care. The scale? Nope. I was thinking now that he believes him that there's a cult, maybe he'd be more willing to accept stuff as leads on that cult, but nope. Alright.
Showing...
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Not gonna mention the fact that I was just kind of attacked by a snake.
Do you know anything about snakes?
The only thing I know about snakes is I don't like them.
Fair enough. Seems like an important piece of information.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Ciao, baby.
What if I stare back at the
One
drummer?
of the Getty drummers watches the police station.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, fair enough. So... surprisingly low on stuff to do. Because this place is closed, the professor guy's dead. This guy isn't saying anything, this place is closed. She's not home. He's not letting me in. Crime scene? And yes, they are. Because they care. So, yes. No, I haven't. Good point. I'll go do that.
It's my favorite grandson.
And I'll
How
actually, like,
nice.
show her the stuff I've been sent. She might be interested.
Your only grandson, but nice try, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
Okay. So.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
I can't compliment her anymore. I'm outraged. Alright. Apparently I've given her too many compliments. So.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
Sorry, no, Gabriel.
Does this mean anything?
Is that from your uncle in Germany? I hope you like him, Gabriel. Perhaps one day I'll get to meet him.
Okay. I mean, she is calling him son, and they're calling his grand uncle his uncle, so did she adopt him? Or, well, it's confusing. I mean, she did raise him, so it's possible.
That's my Gran. Adorable, as always.
You're such a tease.
There. I can still compliment her.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course,
In
my
a
boy.
roundabout way.
How can I help?
Have you ever heard of...
No, dear.
Does the name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
No, dear.
Okay.
Done anything interesting lately?
I raised you.
Lately, Gran.
Oh, you know me, Gabriel. I always got my nose poked into something.
It must run in the family. Are you okay, Gran?
I'm right as rain, boy.
Is there anything you need?
Me? Oh, no. I'm just fine, Gabriel. I have more than enough of everything.
Done anything interesting lately?
I raised you.
Fine. Okay. So, I guess that's enough of that conversation.
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
It was refreshing. Almost as refreshing as actually drinking water from time to time, which I should be doing. There's that. So. Alright, she didn't really know anything. So...
What happened to you?
Who, me? Nothing. Why?
Well, you're kind of a pale green color. Come here.
Aw, she's worried.
Pale green, you say? Charming.
What's that on your face?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Looks like a sparkly or something. Got it.
I love it when you pick stuff off my face, Grace.
Well, excuse me.
Wait, what did she pick off his face?
This is the...
I guess she didn't give it to him. Alright.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. So, messages?
Do you have messages for me?
Nope.
Okay. I'll just show her the stuff.
Do you know anything about this?
No. Sorry.
Okay, and the journal.
Do you know anything about this?
Yeah, I read it. So should you.
Of course she's read it. Alright. Look up. Shed skin.
Do you know anything about this?
No. Sorry.
Nope. Alright. What else could I do? Show her the book.
Do you know anything about this?
Sure. I ordered it for you, remember?
Oh, yeah, right.
Hmm. I still don't know what those mean. I mean, sure, it's a pattern, but, like... Yeah, I don't know how you'd use that code. It all seems very vague to me. So, can I show her this
Do
stuff?
you know anything about this?
No. Sorry.
And yes, this game is from the 90s.
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Don't hurry back on my account.
Could be. Well, I can also just check those. And I have a copy of all those, but they don't look the same.
Grace actually managed to find a book on...
Yeah, they're very different. Don't see a lot of overlap there. So I'll actually open up that one. Yeah, I don't see any overlap at all. These symbols are a lot more intricate. So. No common symbols between the two. Oh, scrap of paper. You mean from her? Because I don't think we got any paper from her. We got snakeskin. I mean, there's this. It doesn't have any of those symbols on it. Maybe this has something. No, really.
It's on the new... It didn't...
Can't see anything there. Because I can't read it. So. Yeah, I can't read that either.
The back of the photo has the following written on it. Schloss Ritter, 1925.
Called it. So, the time he moved was probably between the World Wars. Yay!
This is the first page of inventory.
Oh, like, they're very different. This stuff
Gabriel,
does not look like this stuff.
those two objects would have no effect on each other.
Like, here you've got, well, very different things, and they're probably supposed to be different drum beats or something? I don't know.
The book contains several pages of Radha drum code.
You mean that? Because, as I said, it's completely different stuff, so it seems unlikely. This seems like more of a rhythm, so... based on everything I know. Whereas the other stuff is letters. So, slight difference there. Maybe I can use the drum codes on someone. Or something. Like, can I show them to him? Go look at this book.
Gabriel listens carefully to the drums and opens his Radha book to translate.
Alright. How much is he gonna... Alright. He's gonna fill up that entire thing. I mean, I still don't know what this stuff is. Okay. So. Oh, it has more pages than one. Alright. Still looking for the first part. Can't seem to find that anywhere. Okay.
There are no phrases to erase.
How do I know when the message starts? But yeah, there's... This would be no message. Yeah, it is very confusing. Like, I'm trying my best here, but I don't know what I'm doing. Just glad it's doing this part by itself, because... yeah. No way that would happen. Okay. I'm very confused. So, can I go for any of the other ones? Because the only part I could read with that guy was no message. And that's not very enlightening.
Gabriel cannot hear the street drummer very clearly in this location.
Fine. What about the one at the police station?
Gabriel can't.
Nope. So maybe it's the one at the park after all. Because I don't know of another one.
Gabriel listens carefully to the drums and opens his radar book to translate.
And it's not just similar to those symbols, it is those symbols. I copied them down. So, yeah. Yeah, still no message. Anything else? I mean, he keeps doing like 3 or 4 symbols at a time, which as in the same one, which doesn't really seem to mean much. Okay. And no, we're not. At least I don't think so. So, now I should have all the pages available to me. So. Well. Seems like most of the stuff is just gibberish. Don't know why that would be, but well. And there's specific ones he's not even doing at all. So, like specific symbols that aren't popping up. Yeah, it seems so. Just no message, no message, no message, no message.
That seems like too many phrases somehow.
Okay. So, no message, no message, no message, no message. Yep, still no message. Wait. Part of it seems to be repeating. But I don't think it means anything. So. Just no message, no message, no message. Alright. Yeah, it seems that's all he's saying. Just no message. Alright then. Don't know why that would be so important, but well. Yeah. Just nothing. Whole lot of nothing. So glad I know that now. Yes, it does seem like it. Don't know why, but well, he seems to have disappeared.
Posted on the door of the museum is a sign saying, "Closed today only." This time the door is actually...
Okay.
Hi.
I'm not sure. I've got the snake skin.
Do you know anything about snake scales?
I got some snake root and snake powder, but I order them wholesale. I don't handle snakes. I don't like them at all.
Wait, is he secretly Mosley? I mean, that would be quite the reveal.
That item...
Don't remember anyone who knows anything about snakes in this game who's still available. So, yeah. Yeah, it's almost like people use language to communicate. So, yeah. Just because people are saying stuff doesn't mean it's interesting.
May I help you, my child?
I'd like to make a confession.
All right, if it will make you feel better.
I've done some pretty rotten things to my friend Mosley.
Rotten? What do you mean?
Practical jokes, insults, among other things.
I see. Are you sorry?
Well,
Pray for forgiveness and say 3 rosaries. Is there anything else?
nope.
Goodbye.
Okay. So, he has nothing new to talk about.
Gabriel.
What else can I do? Anything in or around the booth?
Gabriel doesn't want to take that out of the... Gabriel would not mind picking up a few extra bucks by using Madame Lorelei's boot while she's gone. Madame Lorelei's booth is deserted.
And has been for a while.
Gabriel cannot...
Yeah, it seems like it, but I don't know who'd be able to do anything with them. People just keep on disappearing. The police weren't interested in them. And the voodoo shop owner is kind of my only voodoo contact left in this town. So... it's not going so well. Because this guy left. She left. The guy in the church died. The other guy died too. She left. Getty isn't home. No, she didn't. I was wondering what that was, but... no, she didn't give me anything that I'm aware of.
Hey, Grace. Here I am.
Oh, joy.
Hello. How you doing? Did she put it on the
Gabriel
desk?
doesn't need... The item in the ashtray is too small to...
Oh, the ashtray. Alright. So, magnify it?
Gabriel can see that...
There.
There's a snake scale in the ashtray.
It looks like the same snake scale.
Putting the scales there wouldn't help. Why, putting the...
Fine, can I use these on the
There's
ashtray?
nothing to use. There's not...
Where is the ashtray? There.
Looks like the python left me a souvenir. Very interesting.
And, yeah, indoors, because why wouldn't it be? So.
Those 2 objects.
So.
Gabriel magnifies the scale from the lake. The iridescent scale is brilliantly hued with greens and purples. Gabriel magnifies the snake scale from the Voodoo Museum's python, hued with purples and greens. It matches the scale from Lake Pontchartrain. He places the two scales together.
Okay. So, maybe I can now show that to Mosley?
I'll be back later.
Uh-huh.
That could be interesting. But yeah, I didn't know there was an ashtray. Because of course I didn't. So.
Mostly my man.
It's you, God help me.
Yeah.
I have these two snake scales. One's from the crime scene at Lake Pontchartrain.
I recognize
The other's from the
ashtrays.
sink in the Voodoo Museum on Ursulines and Charters.
Is this common? Do they all look alike?
Not at all. They're both constrictor scales, and the coloring is the same. A python's coloring is quite individualistic.
A python?
That's right. Hardly an indigenous snake to Louisiana. Somehow, some way, the Voodoo Museum's python was at the scene of the Lake Pontchartrain murder.
Well, I'd call that a lead, all right. It certainly suggests certain lines of inquiry at the museum. Not bad work, Knight. If we can tie them into this voodoo cult, we just might have something.
Alright.
Okay. I'll reopen the case. I hate to admit it, but you've done some pretty
Yay.
good detective work here, Knight.
Well, you know what they say. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Well, point taken. Glad I could inspire you. I'll check around the department, but I have a feeling I'm on my own. In fact, I better lock up this office just in case I step on a few toes. Come on.
Okay.
Now, lay low and let me handle this.
Yeah, fine.
It's alright. Do I just stay in here? I mean, probably not, but... What if I leave? Am I going to get murdered right away?
It's getting
Okay,
late.
fine.
Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
That was a short day. Is he gonna call his lady friend again? Yes, he is. Uh-oh.
Dang!
Seems she's not doing too well. Okay. And he's having his weird dream again. Alright. Wait a second. Is that his street? Yep, that's his street. I don't think he's had his bookstore door be as involved in his dreams before. So... seems his dreams are threatening him now, so that's great. Don't know if Mosley's still alive. He might not be. Okay then. What is that? Is that a chicken?
What is it? What's wrong?
Gabriel?
I see it, Grace. Hold on. There's no one in the shop, and I know there's no one in back. It's okay.
Okay. Gabriel, that thing is still barely alive. How could someone do this?
With a knife, maybe?
God, don't even start. We should call the police.
No. I'll take care of it.
But Gabriel...
I said I'll take care of it. Why don't you go get some coffee? I'll have it all cleaned up before you get back.
Oh, they know where you live now.
Yep.
It's gonna be fine. Now go on.
That was quick. Alright.
Are you sure you don't want to go home? I could close the shop today.
No. I'd rather keep busy. I'll be fine. At least that creepy guy is gone. Ugh. Not that they aren't still watching.
Yeah, they are. Coffee time. I'm sure it's not poisoned.
Good coffee.
Times-Picayune, dated the 23rd of June, 1993. Gabriel finds an article about St. Jean's Eve. It discusses the day's Catholic roots and its adoption by voodoo devotees. In the early to mid-1800s, St. Jean's Eve was celebrated with elaborate voodoo gatherings at Lake Pontchartrain, Bayou St. Jean, and other sites outside the city. These days, the day is commemorated commercially in some of the local shops, and a few churches still hold a St. Jean's Eve Mass. Despite his better judgment, Gabriel reads his horoscope. Today you will either die or your life will change forever.
I already died yesterday.
Sure. Why not? It is
Twice.
St. John's Eve. They'll be out tonight for sure. But where?
Yes, where? I mean, the newspaper straight up said I might die today, so good time to save. Guessing I still can't call Wolfgang or whatever his name was.
No.
Nope.
I can't.
Yeah. I figured. Oh.
Gabriel!
I see it. Stay back.
It's a ladder.
Gabriel cannot take that.
Yes, stay back. The letter might jump you.
It's just an envelope.
I can see that.
Gabriel hefts the envelope. It's fairly light.
Fine. Open it in your inventory
Gabriel
then.
opens the envelope and finds a note from Mosley and a small brass key. Mosley's note says,
Gabe, I have to go underground with this thing. It runs wide and deep throughout the department and the city board. I'm already being watched. It was suggested I take vacation time, so I am. At least as far as they know. Try to keep out of this. It's too hot for a rookie. Just in case, I'm sending you my office key. You might find some useful things there. P.S. I think this note will look great in the book, don't you? Make sure you save it.
The note is signed, Detective Mosley.
Sure, I'll make sure to save it. There. Now I can make sure to keep the note.
Are you gonna be okay here by yourself?
I'll be just fine. Just fix this, okay?
I'm trying, Gracie.
So, nope.
A sign on the
Closed.
front.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
So am I. How about a chat?
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course. I also find our dialogue stimulating.
Are you sure you don't know anything about Ogun Badagri?
I am afraid I have little else to say about that subject.
Have you ever heard of Dambala?
Of course. It is one of the law.
The what?
What can you tell me about the lower Dambala?
Dambala is a snake lore. It originated in Africa and is also worshipped heavily in Haiti, I believe.
Do you worship Dambala?
Mr. Knight, in voodoo, all of the Loa are given their due respect.
Okay.
What else can you tell me about the lower Dambala?
I am afraid.
Alright. What if I show him the journal?
Does this mean anything to you?
I cannot say that it does.
Fine. I could show him the evidence that...
Would that
No?
really be a good idea?
Yes. Yes, it would. Don't question it.
Does this mean anything to you?
I cannot say.
Partridge died getting that information. Gabriel doesn't want to endanger anyone else.
I'd say he seemed like more of a danger considering his snake was the one that attacked him, but... Sure! That wasn't suspicious at all.
Goodbye, Dr. John.
Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
And the fact that the snake was apparently at the other crime scene. Yeah, well, pretty sure it would endanger Gabriel to show that stuff, not the other way around.
The door to Hartridge's office is locked.
Okay then. I guess they should have done that earlier, to be honest. Oh well. Not sure if she's still alive. She might not be.
Miss Getty is unavailable, Mr. Knight.
Well. Who knows? Time to visit Grandma, because why not? Well, yes, they can. And they have
Hey,
been.
grandson. How nice.
Your only grandson, but nice try, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
So.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
Well, I mean, why wouldn't I visit her every day? And go like, oh, by the way, I was just almost murdered, so don't worry about me. Okay, nothing new to talk about, so.
Granny might get worried if Gabriel started...
Done anything interesting lately?
I raised you.
Lately, Gran.
Fine.
Granny might...
I'll leave.
Well, Gran,
All right, dear.
See, I'm leaving. Out the door now. Happy? Nothing here. Nothing changed in here. Well, that I can see. Aww. What about over there?
hi.
Uh-huh.
Have I shown him this stuff?
Does any of this look familiar to you?
No, sir. I never saw anything like that before.
Okay. I could show him the scales. Look, scales.
Do you know anything about snake scales?
I got some snake...
Nope. I don't know why I'm trusting him, to be honest, but I mean, he's been lying the entire time. So maybe there's going to be a message other than no message today. That would be exciting, wouldn't it? So slow. Alright. The book.
Gabriel listens.
Well, it would be the office door. Oh. That's new. Alright. Tonight. Swamp? Okay.
If Gabriel's translation of the drum code is correct, there'll be a conclave tonight in the swamp. That must be the bayou.
Alright. Anything else? Yeah, tonight again. Swamp again, yeah. So. Alright. I heard the I made progress sound, so good enough. Yeah, I'll try the office.
You got no business back there now. Move along.
Okay.
Sorry.
Can I talk to him?
Got a second, officer? What can I do you for? I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
We don't have a, Detective Mosley here.
What? I've seen him all week.
Listen to what I'm saying. We don't have a Detective Mosley on the force.
Okay. Good to know. I'll just be off. Alright then. So, is the key gonna work on the tomb? Because, well... won't be able to try and use it at the office. Since they apparently do not have a Detective Mosley there. Somehow.
That key doesn't fit the lock on the plate.
Yeah, I figured it wouldn't. It didn't make a lot of sense. But I wanted to try it anyways. Would have been very silly logic, but well. Not like it would be that far off there. So. How am I supposed to use the key on the
Gabriel
door?
can't do anything with that door from the lobby.
And I can't go through there.
You got no business back there now. Sorry.
Okay. Can I talk to her?
Gabriel can't do...
Nope. So, yeah, I just can't reach it at all. I don't think so. Well, I mean, there's this guy over here who could possibly come back?
The beignet vendor is unlikely to have.
Excuse me?
Yeah?
Say, haven't I seen you before?
I get around the French Quarter. Used to be at Royal and Conti.
You say you used to be at Royale and Conti?
That's right.
Why did you leave?
Why'd you leave Royal and Conti?
Well, the guy who used to be here, the lucky dog guy, he was my cousin Ralph. He went off to college, see, and this spot came open. I thought Jackson Square'd be a better gig, you know? Tourists and all.
Is it?
Well, no, actually.
Why don't you go back there?
Do you think? I've been kind of torn. Must be the weather. These thick clouds we've had all week. I'm just not seeing the crowds here that I expected.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think you should go back to Royal and Conti.
Yes, do that.
Really? I'm glad you think so. I always liked that beat, but I thought I ought to give this a shot.
Oh, absolutely. The grass is always greener.
Exactly. You're right. I'm going back over there today.
Yay! So that might help. Yeah, you might be mistaking this game for some other unnamed game.
Hey,
There he is.
The beignet guy. He's back.
Where?
Right outside. Okay.
Grab me 3 or 4, would you?
Forget it, I'm broke.
Rats. You stay put. I'll be back in a minute.
Yes, I'll stay put.
You got no business back there now. Move along.
What?
Sorry.
What? What? I don't think he's doing okay. I think he lost his legs somehow. Did the game crash? I think the game might have crashed. Oh, good job, game. So. Yeah, of course there's music. But still stuck. Dang it. Yeah, I don't know how to fix this. Apart from just redoing it. And probably changing the DOSBox speed again. Yeah. Alright. So, let's do this again, shall we?
Are you gonna be okay here by... I'm trying...
Okay.
Gabriel, listen.
There.
If Gabriel's trying to...
And down over here. Glad I didn't have to wait for it this time, since I could just remember what I translated last time. Actually, I'll talk to him first and then save afterwards.
Excuse me? Say it. That's right. What? Well, is what? What day it must be. I really? Oh,
Okay. And save.
Hey, it's a beignet guy. He's back.
Where?
Okay.
Grab me 3 or 4, would you? Rats. You stay put.
Okay. Door. Nope. Oh, so they're way too fast. That's the problem. Okay. So, what was the way to slow down DOSBox again? Can't remember what it was. Wait a second, did I crash it? I think I might have crashed it. Lovely. Alright. There. Okay. Is this doing anything? Nope. Nope. Was it a combination, possibly? Oh, okay, fine. If it can just fix itself, then fine. So... let's try that again. But if it's just a matter of the game speed being way too high, then waiting isn't gonna change that.
Hey, it's a...
Where?
He just teleports there. It's always lovely to see. Okay. Well, I could try it again. Is it gonna crash again? Oh, not right now. So, let's see. Okay. Got my keys figured out. And there.
Grab me 3 or 4, would ya?
Forget it, I'm broke.
Rats.
That's a lot slower now.
I'll be back in a minute.
Wait. How is he back already? That wasn't a minute. Whatever. Okay. Wait, is he gonna fall asleep? Yep, it seems he's gonna fall asleep. Alright. Is he gonna fall, like, all the way asleep, or just drifting off a tiny bit? I'm guessing he's still gonna notice.
You got no business
back
there now. Sorry.
He does definitely notice. So...
You got no...
Nope.
Sorry.
And is there? Yeah, there is a speed setting. Fine. So.
You got no business. Sorry. You got no... Sorry.
Fine. So, restore. Turn off the music. And run down here. And also turn up the speed. Maybe I'll manage to do it this time.
Hey, it's a bit...
Where?
Okay.
Grab me 3 or 4, would ya?
Forget it, I'm broke.
Rats. You stay put. I'll be back in a minute.
How is he that fast? That makes no sense. Whatever. Seems the game is slightly broken. I couldn't. It wasn't even giving me the option.
You got no business. Sorry.
Okay. Fine. So, lower it down some more. Can I do that?
You got no business.
Sorry.
You got no business back there now. Move along.
Sorry.
Is he not gonna fall asleep anymore? Waiting. Waiting. Still waiting. I'll just reload it again. So. Maybe it's gonna be slow enough now.
Hey, it's a beignet guy.
Where?
Maybe I need to slow it down even more. I don't know.
Grab me 3 or 4, would you?
Forget it, I'm broke.
Rats. You stay put. I'll be back in a minute.
Nope. Still not gonna work. Okay. So, lowering down the speed to the point where it's probably going to crash the game eventually. We'll see. Oh wow, this is not very playable. Okay. Everything takes ages now. How do I undo the
Hey, it's a beignet
speed
guy.
setting? Because,
Where?
well, I'll probably need to know in just a second. Okay. Thank you. I should probably write those down eventually.
Grab me 3 or 4, would you?
Forget it, I'm broke.
Rats. You stay put. I'll be back in a minute.
This is the last.
Come on.
The key.
There.
The door is locked.
Yeah, I've got a key. Just use it.
Hey, get
Dang
out
it.
from back there.
Oh, is this private? Sorry.
So close. Okay. One last time. And shush music. I said shush. Shush. There. So slow. So painfully slow.
It's a bench.
Where?
Okay. I'll just save here. Well, I'll replace the other save. And in comparison, it's very slow.
Grab me 3 or 4, would you?
Forget it, I'm
and
broke.
laggy.
Rats. You stay put. I'll be back in a minute.
So.
Those
There and go on.
Gabriel can't do
Oh,
anything.
come on. Really now? Fine. And shush music. I said shush. 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 Finally.
Grab me 3 or 4, would you?
Forget it, I'm broke.
Rats. You stay put. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Yes. All right. So, I'll save. I hope it won't crash. Okay. And can I speed it back up again without destroying everything? We'll see. There. Is everything gonna work again? Hope so.
Nice polyester. Looks like something Mosley keeps around for formal occasions. Mosley's desk has more groin on it than on his head. Mosley got a microwave. Police department memos and other didactic blurbs.
So what would I want in here?
Mosley's office looks a lot like his room at college. Gabriel.
I don't think anything has changed, so can I use the phone?
Gabriel does.
Computer?
There is nothing to operate.
The microwave?
Gabriel doesn't want anything to do.
I don't know why I'm in here. What am I doing? Is there stuff I can unlock?
Whatever goes into those files never comes out. Whatever goes into those files never comes out. The key doesn't work. The key. Mosley's bookcase holds old magazines and binders. Mosley's office looks a lot like his room at college. Mosley's logs of unsolved cases, perhaps? Mosley must have 1,000,000 of them.
Can I get one of those
Not
drawers?
me. I've seen how Mosley organizes stuff. Not
Yeah.
me.
Oh. Well,
There's a tracking device in the drawer.
I'll take that.
This tracker might come in handy.
Anything else?
The desk is bad and the desk is bad.
Anything else in there?
The drawer.
Empty now. Alright. Hope that's everything. So...
Hey, get out of there, you. Sorry, just looking for a restroom.
Sure. Alright. So now I have a tracking device. Now what?
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
It's a signal device for the tracker. It's a signal. This device is called a tracker. Gabriel remembers a time when he and Mosley used it illegally with a couple of babes in a white convertible. It operates as follows. The signal device attaches to an object, such as a car. The signal device emits a signal that appears on the tracker, LED, allowing the object to be tracked.
Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna track. Guessing I can't track him.
I'll be going.
Walk
And
carefully
apparently,
out there, Mr. Knight.
I am walking carefully. Aren't you? Yeah, exactly. Just some casual stalking. No big deal. As long as it's just a smidge of
A sign
stalking.
on the front door of Magentia's home reads, attending a channeling seminar until August 1st.
Okay. Feel like I should save again, so I'll do that. And you think, huh? Well. I mean, he's obviously not creepy. Why would he be? He seems like such a great person.
Gabriel feels confused.
Yep, same here. Very confused. I'm glad I saved. Can I find my way
Gabriel
out of
can
here?
hear the sound of drums, but it seems to be coming from inside.
Okay. Well. That's normal.
Hasn't Gabriel seen this part of the bayou before?
No. No, he hasn't. Well, my sound is on, just...
This looks familiar. Damn, I'm back where I started.
Okay.
Something in the bayou air is confusing Gabriel's sense of direction. He could use some less susceptible assistance.
Like the tracker?
Using that in the bayou won't help.
I don't need to track myself.
You sure? Really now? Okay. Well, that's just background music. I'll have it really low. Like, there. I can barely hear it. That's perfect. Okay. Well, if I don't, I don't. Maybe you were just trying to trick me. This is me judging you. I think I might have...
Gabriel can hear the sound of drums, but it seems to be
Oh, lovely maze you've got there.
This looks familiar. Damn, I'm back where I started.
Something in the bayou air is confusing Gabriel's sense of direction. He could use some less susceptible assistance.
Well. Anyways. I'd say that's enough for today. I've made quite a bit of progress, so good enough for me. Only 3 days, yes. That's like 3 days of streaming. Yeah, exactly. So, yes. Have a nice nap time. So, yeah. It's an interesting game, that's for sure. Don't really know what's going to happen next. So, very curious. We'll see. And, well, you too. So, yeah, with your game, are you making a game or are you playing a game? Either way, I have stuff to do IRL, so there's that. So, thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll be streaming on Wednesday. So, yes. And yeah, no cancelled streams this month that I'm aware of. We'll see. So, yeah. Just hoping that's gonna stay that way. Fingers crossed. And I'm sure it is. Like, I might have to make a map. We'll see. Yes, I have exam season coming up. First exam is gonna be this week. Well, depending on what you consider to be the first day of the week. But, like, within the next 7 days. Anyhow. I'll go deal with real life stuff, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday.